Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the get down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Build to destroy the devil's world, God body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Now we bop to a beat on walls of concrete in Northern State. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is a fiend. We live for the culture, but we kill for the cream. Trying to make the street light up, stay on your toes, Billie Jean.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It's like hip to the hibbit, flow liquid like exhibit. It'll create the culture with every breath as I live it. They try to prohibit, but I'm the master of the pivot. No gimmicks on point like a digit. I'm like Malcolm, ready to rock it. Get your hand out my pocket. Everybody the gatekeeper, but y'all forgot to lock it. Swear by culture freedom, I got more vice than Tubbs and Crockett. Now my boy Elroy, out in space like space's rockets. Truth be told, we was crushed from the cold. Niggas getting high off the dust from Sugar Hill. Now the truth gets sold with strippers on the pole. The light, just with rappers for the thrill. Get the rush from off one pill with flashes on the wheels. Singing white lines with my brothers and folding bills. Slinging white dimes when Uncle Joe wrote that bill. Around 94, fucking around with Hillary and Bill.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It was go and tell. Now y'all go and tell. Hop on the gram, look, show and tell. No ethics and no codes, just cut the pie a la mode. Spinning red whites now lights the block like a strobe. Behold, the pale horse that he rode. Here to bring death with guns to unload. Conspiracy to conspire, there's a theory on the wire. When Cohen is a priest whose doctrine is the liar. Here to rob the hood, I keep it tucked like the friar. Grew into a man following rappers I admire. No more b-boys in the cypher, no more DJs catching breaks. And everybody in the trap with 45s wrapped in tape. The culture has been raped, pimped out, and straight flooded. Just like the Bronx in the 70s, everything gutted. Trusted, rusted, busted and disgusted. We should've shut it down when Chuck said not to trust it.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're, oh yeah. Think that you can do what I think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. Tell me, do you think you're me? Tell me, do you think you're me? You know you ain't me.
Yeah, it's your boy Hakim Green, channel live and direct, BDP all day, every day. All we do is spark Madism on episode 157, Madism Sports, season number 4. Got the homie Dr. Coach E in the building. We waiting on Wes and hopefully Cliffy and KG to join us. Kai Will is supposed to be hopping in. We just hopped out of Stolen Art. We joined off the Aubrey album produced by Ron Lawrence featuring Carl Thomas. Video by Turtle Gang. Stolen Art goes into how we lose our culture, how we lose our nations. They hit us with the drug addiction. They plotting and scheming on our whole situation. You know what I mean? And they get us for what we got. So Stolen Art. Make sure y'all check that out off the Aubrey album, produced by Ron Lawrence. Got my homie Kai Will. Just jumped in. There we go. Bow! Hold on, Kai. Before we get started, I want to send a shout out to the homie Slim Edition, Slimit Edition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a job picking Sag Harbor's finest. You know, he's on the check-in. D-Boy Digital's on the check-in. Larry Starr Ruffin, peace to the God, he's on the check-in. No doubt over on IG. We got the IG Live rocking. YouTube is rocking. Facebook is rocking. IZM Sports is rocking. What up, Kai?
What's going on? What's going on, my brothers? Coach, what's going on, brother?
What's happening? How you doing?
Blessed, man. I'm doing great. I'm glad to be back. Another season, football season. I mean, basketball's right around the corner, so it's a lot to talk about. I'm excited.
Now we only staying focused on football. That's it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
Until we talk about these Olympics, and then somehow, some way, the conversation is going to switch to a lot of hateration. But hold on, before we get there, before we go there, I got to send a shout out to 24 Hours of Peace, Love, Unity, Safely Having Fun. Huge event we do every year in Newark, New Jersey. Been doing this since 2010 every year. This year might be the best one yet. I think it's the best one yet. Had an all-female lineup. Like it was 24 hours, 6 p.m. on Friday to 6 p.m. on Saturday, straight through. We had Nikki D, Lady Luck. We had Roxanne Shante, Rod Dicker, Sunshine Anderson. The Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, Moni Love. Headliner on Friday night was Maya. Crazy. Saturday, we had Nikki D with the health and wellness. We had yoga sessions with Jen and Lotus Yoga, poetry by Urban Queen. And then we jumped right into the talent. We had Asian Doll, we had the Baddies, Biggie and Taseki, we had Juicy 2 Times, we had Honey Baby, and we had Lady London. Of course, the Newark artists, local artists, did their thing. It was fire for the entire 24 hours. We brought out about 20,000 people throughout the weekend, so it was crazy.
Salute.
Face Peyton. We had damn near 200 vendors. Everybody sold out, made money. We did our thing. Want to send a big shout out to HBCU Classic. We did a ticket giveaway. We gave away some tickets to the HBCU Classic going down on September 14th at Giant Stadium versus Morehouse. No doubt. Got to shout that out. And hopefully we'll have somebody from that organization on the show next week, right before the game. That said, brothers, how y'all doing?
Outstanding. Just left Sag Harbor, actually. Was sitting on the beach, got your email, and I totally forgot we was getting back to it tonight. So I jumped on the highway. It was like, all right, I got to get back to Jersey and get back to work. Talk to sports,
Talk that bullshit. So, let's segue into that bullshit. of the USA Olympic men's basketball team, LeBron James. You know what I mean?
I thought Steph Curry led him to a championship in the way that all great scorers and shooters do. I thought KD came up big in pivotal moments, and I thought LeBron was consistent throughout, with his play. And it was the elder statesman that really, really led that team. I was really expecting more from the younger guys. But I will say, when Boston plays Golden State, Jason Tatum is going to eat them up.
Hold on one second, Coach. KG.
What up?
Happy anniversary, brother.
Oh, thanks, man.
Happy anniversary, KG.
Thanks.
Salute.
Happy anniversary, man. I gotta give you your flowers, you, Vin, Tretch, y'all flowers for doing something special on this day. Was it 33 years ago today?
Yeah, 33.
Yeah, talk about that.
Beautiful.
To the sports, man. That's too important.
What's up with your mic, Hop?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's down.
33. That's the number of the greatest player of all time, isn't it?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I believe. Yeah.
And Kai, E, y'all, my mic is funny.
It is going a little in and out. I was trying to thug through it, but it is going a little in and out. Yep.
Oh wow, it's crazy. I don't know what's up. But yeah, but talk about it, K.
Great number 33 there, K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What we talking about, brother?
We're talking about Cap. That's who he talking about. We know what he's talking about. We're talking about Cap.
Nah, we gotta talk about Naughty by Nature for a second.
Yeah. 1991, September 3rd. Yeah, definitely, man. First time, we really, well, we got our just due and got, what we were really pushing for, what we felt like we deserved. And that was a fair chance in this game, man. So that's when that album came out, self-titled Naughty by Nature.
Mm-hmm.
And first single OPP. And it was, it was amazing. It was tremendous from the door with OPP.
Yeah. Yes.
Totally different. Hawk, I saw you on the podcast. You were talking about the new style days of how, of us fighting and scratching and clawing and trying to get known and trying to make some noise and just trying to represent Jersey, and people just booing us from the gate, man. So we continued to rep Jersey. We even repped it even harder, to be honest, coming out from the gate. We let people know this was, Jersey, this was Illtown, and where we were coming from the, like really, really hard, because of what we dealt with trying to be, trying to get in the game as new style. So when that album dropped, as you guys know, like being in Jersey and being from Jersey, you guys know how we put it down and we represented Jersey to the fullest, and we still do to this day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We still do to this day. And that's what Naughty by Nature, even the name, is about. It's not about us. It's when Tretch even presented the idea, when we were called New Style, and he presented the idea of us we had a song as New Style called Naughty by Nature. And when Hakim came, and Chris Lighty, rest in peace, Chris Lighty, when Hakim and Chris Lighty came on the block and asked us, well, not even asked us, told us that people were starting to get into our vibe and get into what we were about, but they didn't like the name, the New Style. They couldn't understand what we were representing and really get behind that name. So the first thing Tretch said was, what about Naughty by Nature? And he said, look around. She's naughty by nature. He's naughty by nature. You're naughty by nature. We're all naughty by nature out here. And, long story short, that's what Naughty by Nature is. It represents all of us, man, especially coming from Jersey, especially coming from 18th Street, Illtown, all of us, man. Like, we put it down and we represent all of us that's on here that's from Jersey, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, salute to you. Salute to Naughty by Nature, Tretch, Ren, everybody affiliated. I like to claim my affiliation with you guys going all the way back to grade school. I've known you since the 6th grade, K.
Yeah.
And, Vin and Tretch. And, so definitely proud moment when that album dropped. And
Heart Middle.
Yeah. And it was super. And Miss Lemmy's class, 1986-87, you introduced me to really to Criminal Minded, and the whole BDP phenomenon was, I learned about that through you. I still remember that day like clear as what. But also the first time I heard OPP, well, Bubby played it for me over the phone when it was just the track was laid down with no verses on it. He was with Dave, and he was like, y'all wasn't even in the studio. He was like, yo, Hot Money, I think they got one. And he played it for me over the phone. And then I heard the finished version sitting in front of Texas Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys played back in the day.
What a place to be sitting and hearing it, right?
Exactly. And it came on and it blew my mind. And that's like one of the thing that put the battery in my back to be like, all right, it's time to stop dancing. It's time to start writing these rhymes, because I see my homies do it. If they did it, they should show me I could do it too. So that's what that was about. Yeah, man.
And I mean, even and that's a great thing, man. Like that, we can inspire you and others, even coming from around our way, because we had others that inspired us seeing that. John Amos coming up and talking to us when we were in school. As a kid, I used to work in a civic center with Althea Gibson. You know, like I used to see people from around the way. We knew Whitney Houston was from around there. You would see people from around the way and just dream or aspire to be just like them because you knew that it can happen.
Well, one of the things we learned over this summer is that with LeBron James on the team, anything is possible. So back to that MVP, that was
So, hey Wes, they didn't have enough of that all summer, man.
Hey.
It was a lot, man. Like, my dad always said, if you got to keep trying to prove it, it might not be true. But it's that's another story, So, if you got to keep explaining it, I don't know, But it's all good.
It was a couple of slow months, man.
Yeah, man. It was like I thought between baseball and those text messages. I was like, man, where does football gonna start? Because I was seeing memes like that I seen like 4 years ago from everybody, from both of these dudes. It was like I was like, can we stop it? Like they were like, what they say? They was like, what's up? Was it Rosa Parks said LeBron was the best? I was like, yo. Thurgood Marshall was like, yo, that's but MJ. I mean, come on, man. Stop.
Yeah, it was nonstop. I couldn't let Hakim just do it, man. I couldn't let him lay that narrative down all summer long without any response. So.
Hawk is relentless. He's relentless. Like he stay on that social media all day. You find every LeBron. You've gotten every LeBron post possible.
Yes, absolutely. But I learned how this whole algorithm thing worked messing around with Hawk. I know how it works now.
Yeah, it's all good though. But man, it was crazy. I was like, man, it'll be like bing, 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 bing. Then it'd be dry. Then all of a sudden be bing, 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 bing. I was like, man.
Hey Kai, if you would have been on that text thread, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, Ty, man? My name is Wes. I apologize for being late.
All good, brother. I know. I feel like I know you from watching the show, periodically. But it's very nice to meet you. Yeah,
nice to meet you.
Excited to chop up
on the show before, and I don't think you made it in, Wes. That's what happened.
Oh yeah. I'm also from that area. I grew up in South Orange, the other Orange, in that time zone, and met Hakim in high school.
South Orange. South
Orange. South Orange, right? South Orange, right?
Columbia
High School.
Yes, sir.
I live in Houston right now.
Lauren Hill, right?
Lauren Hill. Yeah, we actually Columbia had a black reunion about a month ago, and Lauren Hill was in the house. It looked like a beautiful party, man. I
see that.
I didn't know about it. I found out about it on Facebook. I wasn't part of the
over there at the
association back in the day.
At the spot at Club Llewellyn over there in West Orange.
Yeah. One of my boys went. Chuck, he was out there, so he sent us a bunch of pictures. But yeah, people look good, man. I haven't seen folks in 30 years.
Yeah.
Even Angela Yee, I think, graduated.
That's another one. She's
Who?
Alumni.
Angela Yee from
I think Angela went to what's the girls' school right there around the corner? The girls.
Marymount.
Marymount. I think she went to Marymount. Marylon.
Yeah, Marylon.
I think she went to Marylon. I think she went to Marylon.
Oh wow, man. Kai, just to bring it back to Columbia on a sports note, Mark Brown and Mark Bryant went to Columbia. NBA player Mark Bryant. Mark Brown is a high school, college legend. He played at
Siena.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so much talent out of this area. It's uncanny, man. Just from this short conversation, we talking about music and talking about basketball, hoops alone. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
When Mark Brown played there, we had an ill high school team at East Orange High School. That was '86. He graduated.
Mark Brown graduated '87.
Yeah, he was 87. I think.
Yeah, with me. He was in my class.
Because that's our year, no doubt. That's our year.
Yeah, he was in my class. Yeah.
Some of y'all thought he was ahead of us, but we had some battles with Pearl, who frequents the show, Peanut, who frequents the show. He was on that East Orange High School team.
Yeah.
Columbia High School team with Mark Brown. That used to be a show, a 3-point show.
They used to go at it.
Before the 3-point line was
Before the 3-point line.
It wasn't a 3-point line.
No, they had 3-point line.
My freshman year at Rutgers was when the 3-point line. 88 was when they put the 3-point line in.
Yep.
High school.
Yep.
Wow. So it's only been
88.
35 years.
Yeah, about that. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. There wasn't a 3-point line in 87.
Dang, wow.
Yeah. That's why Jordan couldn't shoot.
Yep.
That's why.
That's it.
That's why I ain't play high school basketball, because I wanted to shoot 3-pointers. If they'd had 3-pointers, I'd have played.
Yo, that's so wild.
He could have played and got major run too, because.
Hey, Kay, I like that.
Yeah, man.
I've been wasting time, man, shooting 30-footers for 2 points. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that,
the analytics weren't on your side back then.
Nah, I was ahead of my time, man.
When did the NBA adopt the 3-point line? What year was that?
The NBA was like 80. I want to say 83, 84. I think it was 84, 85. Maybe in that area. It was right around that time because
that was an ABA thing,
the
right?
Celtics had Chris Ford,
Yeah, it was an ABA
and he was one of those
thing.
few people that could knock that down at the time.
Right. That was. So, what year did the ABA end?
ABA was 70. When did ABA? 75, maybe?
75.
Yeah.
And they had a 3-point line.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
And college didn't get it until the 80s. Sometimes.
Yeah, they were later, yeah.
And different leagues had different.
Right?
Yeah, it was like different lengths for different leagues too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember ACC had a shorter one, and it was weird, man. It was weird.
Yep. I remember.
So what about the women's league right now with WNBA and what they did in the Olympics? They also won the gold. But for both runs, it was fairly tight. It seems like the international game is picking up, even though the ladies have won gold medals. How many years straight? Like 100.
Oh man, eight Olympics,
Crazy.
I believe, right?
I think 8 or 9. Yeah,
I think it's 8
crazy.
years. Eight in a row.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Which Tarashi got 6 gold medals now?
Yeah, she got 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's dope right there.
That's a great number. That's a great number of championships to have. Like that. That shows great.
Yeah, 6 is like a lot.
I caught that one.
Oh man,
6 is like a lot. It's a lot either way you look at it, right, Coach?
Yeah, I mean,
6 losses is a lot too. But
6 losses is a lot. Yeah, six is a magic number.
6 is really like something, right?
So is 11, and so is.
I guess, and then you could wear number 6, right?
Yeah, you wear 6.
Hey,
It's perfect. It's perfect. Nah, it's all good. Listen, I keep trying to tell you, man, it's okay to be one of the greatest.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like that's not hate.
I want you to know this. I tried to redirect the conversation to women's basketball, right?
Yeah.
I directed it away so we can talk about something
Coach
else.
did it to me. Coach, you know I would take the bait of Satan.
They do. But then they'll tell me
We still talking about women's basketball. We talking about 6 gold medals. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Coach already knew I was gonna take the bait.
We can talk about Caitlin Clark and AD. That's where I was trying to go, actually.
Listen, I got a weakness, man. My name is Wes, and I got a weakness. Like, hello, Wesley. I'm in AA right now. I'm a LeBron haterholic. We love you, Wesley.
Wes, I'll say this though. I'll say this just to poke the bear a bit, because now that I see where everybody kind of stands on it. I'm not a LeBron hater at all. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest LeBron fan, but I don't think they would have won that game against Serbia without LeBron.
I don't disagree with you.
I agree.
Because when Bodan Bogdanovic antagonized Melo with the 3 to the head after he hit that 3, and LeBron took that personal, man. And he was freaking. He was a freak on defense after that.
LeBron had a really good Olympics. There was no doubt
defense.
about it.
He was a freak on what?
On defense.
Okay.
I mean, he's been saving him. He's been saving himself. He's been saving himself for 20 years to play in one game, play defense Hey, it's a great time to do it for your country.
Well, I know he didn't play it in France because some cat with a like that looked like he would belong in Gold's Gym and had an afro, had like 21. I was and that was his man. So I was wondering who was guarding him, and they were breaking that guy's game down. Uselli, whatever his name was, and I was like, oh, who's guarding him? They were like, oh, that was LeBron's dude. But
And
he
got an
played,
NBA
he played D in
contract off
Serbia,
there,
so
too.
I give it to him.
Who picked him up? Who picked him up? Philly or somebody,
Yeah,
right?
Philly got
him.
Yeah. Now he had a good Olympic run. I'm just on the page where it's not a LeBron thing. I just feel like USA basketball, we celebrating it like, those dudes had 2 pros on their squads for the average, right? And they talking about how they could compete with the first Dream Team with 10 pros that were all killers. So, how you gonna if you can't compete with 2, and guess what? You can't even make the comparison because they're not gonna play. So I don't like getting into hypotheticals. They're never gonna play.
International ball back then is not the same as international ball right now.
But it doesn't change the fact that our game is different.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree.
What team was it play when Charles Barkley elbowed the dude in the chest? Like
I think what you need to know about USA basketball was Steve Kerr saying we gotta match up against we gotta match up against people. We don't match up against anybody. They match up against us.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I feel you on that, right? I feel you.
I don't like denigrating international basketball to the point that we're saying that they couldn't play. They might not have had NBA players, but a lot of those teams and the style of basketball internationally, those teams were quality teams. It's just that this was their first time actually seeing and playing against NBA players who they just saw on TV all the time. It was like this whole touring, going across the world, meeting players and all that. That wasn't going on. So there was a fandom that happened, I think, early on. But Russia has beat the U.S.
Yes.
It's been some great international players. Dream Team was different.
Dream Team in *92 was the Harlem Globetrotters, y'all. Come on, y'all.
They weren't playing. They weren't.
Apollo, bro.
They were destroying. They were killers. They were all killers.
Destroying these teams. Now
they were all killers.
Right.
You don't have killers in the NBA anymore. The killers are from overseas. That's the problem.
When you look at the Sudan team was not the African team. Who did Dream Team play? And Charles Barkley was just
Angola.
The level of competition, the level of understanding of the game of basketball because of what's his face? Played for Chicago. Come on, man.
Coney Kukoc.
No. The African who played for the Bulls, who went back to
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng.
Yeah.
Deng.
Thank you. Just the understanding of the game itself is
the game has evolved. The game has definitely evolved.
Yeah. And it's grown. It's grown. Like you can't like they said over there. They don't even have indoor courts over there. None of that. So you're talking about different places that basically wasn't really into the sport.
But
and now they're into the sport. And as years go on, it's going to get bigger and better in other places.
Right. But when you look at France, when you look at Serbia, when you look at other teams like Puerto Rico, for instance, you got other teams that just the knowledge of the game of basketball has evolved and grown, just like over here. But
can I ask you this question, Hawk?
That's the part.
The whole panel. I just want to ask one question.
The best player in the NBA right now is Joker. Maybe the second best player is Luka. That wouldn't have happened in '92.
No, it wouldn't have happened in '92 because I think it's a star factor too. People they were starstruck. That's another thing, right? They see these guys for the first time. They were now they're not intimidated by them because they know they play in the league with them, so they're not starstruck. But what I will ask you is take away the NBA. When you went to the park years ago, Kay, and you saw 5 white dudes that came up to East Orange, you was laughing like they can't beat us. And then when they did, y'all was all cussing each other out. Like, yo, who got him? Who got him? It wasn't that they were better. they played a different brand of ball that you
Right.
weren't expecting because you weren't up to the task of learning the fundamentals. We was high flying, we wanted to dunk and cross cats over in another segment. These dudes learned the fundamentals a long time ago. Game has definitely evolved in terms of the skill level, but I still feel like it's above the neck, and we don't want to acknowledge it. Like the game is played above the head. It's not always played with your feet. It's played above your head, and that's just what it is.
USA team he's ever seen.
Huh?
The coach of Serbia, who's been coaching for 40 years.
Okay.
Basketball.
He's the end all.
Okay.
It's done. It's a wrap. The coach of Serbia spoke.
To your point, it's just something to mention. I mean, it's just like
I get it. I'm just saying that we don't acknowledge the above the neck factor.
Do you know who was considered the best player in the world from probably 80 to about 88?
Who?
Sabonis. Sabonis' father.
Oh yeah,
was considered
Arvydas.
the best player in the world.
That's one person. Yes, he was definitely one of the best, greatest.
What I'm saying, no. He was considered hands down the greatest player in the world.
That's one person. That's not.
So what I'm saying is the game was always at a high level, especially with the IQ of the game. They were always ahead of us. And now physically they're able to compete as well. So I just don't like
that shit was
the Dream Team was an anomaly. Everybody knows that the Dream Team was different. But what I'm saying is the international game, we keep saying it's caught up. What they've caught up to is talent-wise because they always had the IQ.
And I think we separate out. I think we're always going to be better. I don't get me wrong. I think the USA is always going to be better than everybody else. But we got to catch them above this.
That's interesting. I'm looking at this Serbia team.
Not with that 7'5" freak. He's not, yo.
The France team. So we can agree in LA that LeBron's probably not going to play. Steph may play. KD's probably not going to play. And with Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, the kid from Minnesota, I don't know why his name is escaping because he's incredible and I love him.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards. Yeah, like I don't know if I think Serbia beats that team without LeBron, Steph, and KD.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And props to Embiid. They'll probably be back.
Also,
we're 4 years away, right? We're 4 years away from it, and those guys get an opportunity to mature, like Steph and LeBron.
That's fair.
So, because LeBron got a bronze medal too, so they get to evolve, right? So
that over that spot already.
What, Wes? You said got a what?
I was hoping those guys could have taken over that spot right now, so we didn't have to talk about those old ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, because that's what happens. Everything is an evolution, right? Because in 2004, when they lost, the young pups lost because they really weren't ready because they weren't exposed to international play. They lost, and they grew, and now they haven't lost since. But that's part of growth and maturity. So you're right. They may lose, but I think this experience here will help them grow because it was so tough. You don't have to get their attention in 4 years. They already know what they're up against.
Right.
And if you get those same guys back, they're going to be a little bit more like the Bookers and the Anthony Edwards. Well, we don't know if Jason Tatum is going to play because when you're the best player on your team and your fourth and fifth option play more than you in the Olympics, that's a problem. But
well, they've already Kerr won't be back as coach, so that's not going to happen again.
Him and Brown got a vendetta on the whole shit, especially the Golden State Warriors.
Kerr is done as the USA coach. We know that's a certain.
Right. He should be, just because you don't. I think you don't coach matchups when you got 12, really 10 of the best players in the NBA on your squad.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It wasn't. I mean, I was happy that Durant, KD, and LeBron KD, Steph, and LeBron got to play for the look of it. I mean, that's what you want. You want to see the three baddest dudes on the squad. I mean, it just makes sense. Everybody wanted to see Magic, Bird, and Jordan play. It's no different. They wanted to see it, so that made sense to me. And Hawk, to your point, we just never got to see those guys close because they just threw 5 guys out each time, and it wasn't no drop off. So, whereas
Bird actually played very little in that Olympics.
It was a drop off.
Yeah.
And that's based on experience, though, because of the way the NBA coddles the athlete. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yep.
is the way the NBA coddles today's athlete versus what it was before. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I got you. And when you got somebody so skilled as Steph Curry,
yep,
then or the IQ of a LeBron James, or the fucking deadliness, cold-hearted killer as a KD, like you got that shit. It's gonna be hard to beat you. It's just I want to Devin Booker. Big shout out to Devin Booker because I think he was a very important piece.
Yeah, Devin Booker had a great Olympic.
Yeah, I thought he played really well. Yeah.
He played
really good because he played a lot of good, strong defense too as well.
He played defense, but that's the thing. Kay, did you watch all those games? I didn't watch all of them, but I watched enough to see.
I saw almost all of them. Yeah.
KD, LeBron, and Steph, as much as they gave you offensively, let's be real, dog. They were horrible defensively.
Yeah.
A lot of the reason why the teams were in the games was because of those three guys.
Anthony Davis was on D.
Anthony Davis played D.
Drew Holiday
Booker played D. LeBron played
Devin
D.
Booker. Even Anthony Edwards when he was there.
Edwards played D. Yeah. So what I'm saying is those guys were doing stuff outside of what they're normally asked to do because they're scorers, and the key guys are the guys that they brought us home offensively. But I'm still saying, like, part of the reason why some of these teams were in the game is because they refused to defend the pick and they were like, Serbia had Joker, and a bunch of dudes. Like all these dudes were just making threes because nobody refused to match up with them. They couldn't put the ball on the floor. They had no ball handler in Serbia. Who was the point guard? Bogdanovic is like a sixth man in the NBA at best.
Their point guard was kind of tough.
Their point guard was tough.
Their point guard was tough. He was tough though. He was coming around that pick and roll good though. Their point guard was
around it. But what I'm saying is, again, defensively, we already know Steph's deficiencies, right? So that wasn't going to work. So we're not surprised by that. So it's give and take. That's all I'm saying. I think a lot of the reason because that's how come it was so close. They were gonna win. They better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just that's the only piece, the defensive part. But that's what give and take. You gotta take the good with the bad.
But that was the first time. That was to be honest, and I hope he gets a shot. What's his name? Carly, whatever the guy, the point guard for Sudan. That dude was tough,
Sudan's
yo.
Point guard
was tough.
He was tough, nice. Yo. And I think, like you said, Wes, that's why the USA learned when they played him the second time, but the first time, that's why it was so close because he was killing them off the pick and roll. He was tough, yo.
He was good.
Yep.
He was good. But I'm happy they won. I did tell Hakim I was one of the few. I was rooting against them for only one reason. I took 60-1 that they would lose a game, whether it be exhibition or one game, and so I came close quite a few times. So when Sudan almost had him, I was sitting there counting my 6,000. But I didn't really want them to lose the goal. I didn't want them to lose to Sudan. I ain't gonna front.
Now imagine, God, imagine if they would have lost the game.
I'd have been 6,000 richer.
The goal. Can you imagine the conversation right now, bro?
Oh man, yeah.
I didn't want them to lose the goal. I didn't want them to lose the goal.
I didn't want them to lose the goal either. Yeah.
I did want them to lose in pool play though. Just to wake them up.
I did too. Yeah. I didn't want them to lose the goal though.
Ran the table. Yeah, Team USA. Did you get a chance to see the series though, guy?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Series, but
yeah, it was dope. My wife was watching it in another room because she stopped watching basketball because after the Lakers and Celtics played with Pierce and Kobe and them, she said people get traded too much. Everybody is like a soap opera. Everybody's on a new team. So this one was like a good one for her. She was like, I didn't know I could get back in the NBA like this. I was like, okay.
It's exciting, man. You get sucked in.
Yeah. It was definitely exciting. It was.
Yeah. Asia Wilson is a beast too.
Asia Wilson is a beast.
Asia Wilson is a problem.
Yeah.
And she talked that talk too. She don't shy away from anything.
Certified problem.
Mm. She's a killer. She's a killer.
And I think the women's team is going to be even better in 4 years when they get.
I think so too.
And Caitlin.
You put Caitlin and Angel Reese on that squad?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watch a lot of those games, man, and the FIBA, man. Caitlin Clark and the FIBA are coming around, man.
They are.
They are coming around.
Yeah.
Starting to look good.
They're coming around. But I'm gonna tell you, Kelsey Mitchell, she be balling.
Yes, she do.
She can play.
That. Yep.
She be balling.
Yep.
It's crazy. I'll be watching that. I'll be watching the WNBA with more intensity than I watch the regular season NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got better energy actually. When you watch it, yeah.
The playoff
better
basketball,
energy.
I just gotta watch. I can't front on it. Playoff basketball,
Right.
But during the regular season, it's kind of like, you watch the first week and a half, the premiere week, and then after that is like turn it off until All-Star break.
Yeah. Or Angel Reese, and she's gonna get it. Angel Reese, once she gets her good 10 to 12 foot jumper down shoot, it's gonna really open up for her. She got to get that what Asia Wilson can do, because Asia Wilson can get that ball and turn around and just shoot it over you, and just give you a jab or just step back and just shoot the jumper, and that's where a lot of her points come from.
She can. I just think that they need to celebrate the two of them better and stop trying to separate them and divide them. Like, they both dope players, man. They do different things.
Different skill sets.
They different skill sets, just different. But it's okay for them to be different, but they still damn effective, both of them.
Yeah,
I hope they get Cole Rookie of the Year. I really do. I hope they do like what was it, Jason Kidd?
Yeah, they should. I think they should, because both of those girls are achieving a lot, man, and accomplishing a lot, man. The only thing is, that's why I'm rooting and hoping that Chicago can make the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really want them to get Cole Rookie of the Year, because otherwise, like, we know what the narrative is, but it's going to be worse.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think they definitely deserve the Cole. Yeah.
They got to make
If Chicago don't get Kennedy Carter back, they ain't going nowhere. They need her back to score, because it's almost like nobody else in that team can score.
That's true. That's true.
All Converse got to do is do another weapons commercial with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That's all they need to do.
Have you guys been, is Angel Reese capping on the rebounds? She's like giving herself rebounds.
Yeah, they're saying she's missing on purpose.
To get.
Oh yeah.
But I saw actually the breakdown of that. If you take away her offensive rebounds, she still has the record.
Still first.
Yeah.
Even took away all the quote unquote fugazis, whether they are or not, whatever.
I saw her early in the season at a Liberty game. She's legit, man, and that was early in her professional career. She's had some months to ball now, so them defensive rebounds are legit. I mean, the offense, I don't know about the offense. I didn't see the breakdown, but on defense, them boards are legit.
But look, we never held it against Moses Malone. He used to do
exactly.
Yeah, Moses used to do the same thing. He played taps, like he was playing like taps with himself.
Yeah, so we've seen this before.
Yeah.
Remember the old show we had, Hawk, a couple of years ago? Was it last year? Maybe the year before last, when Ricky Davis got on. We had to ask him. He got on the show, and I said, "Ricky, you got to ask you, baby. How about that triple double? Did you do it?" He started laughing too.
He probably didn't expect that coming from him.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. He thought we forgot.
Wow.
That's funny. That is
man. So we got college football just started up, and Colorado Prime kind of started the year off right, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was trouble for a minute, but they got it together.
Yeah, I saw you with y'all was like, they whack. Niggas whack.
It was North Dakota State.
I probably turned the TV on and saw the score. I was like, oh, wow, look at this.
Yeah, the defense, man. The defense. The offense was cool, was good, but it was the defense, man. They were just, whoa.
Yeah. They were having trouble stopping North Dakota State. So.
Yeah, and that first week is always the throwaway game, so it's gonna get more and more interesting.
Yeah, well, North Dakota State has been known to have some players, especially quarterbacks, coming through there. So it ain't like it was ever going to be a cakewalk.
Isn't that the school that Trey Lance and Carson Wentz went to?
And Carson Wentz, yeah.
Carson Wentz, yep.
That's what I thought.
So good matchup. I'm more concerned with or shocked by Florida State losing their first two. That's just not good for college football.
Right.
College football in Florida State's not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure he gonna make it through the week this week. Like he gonna go to he going to his office. He gonna see some caution signs on his office. Oh, excuse me, Norver, can you come over here a second? We got a little question for you. Yeah, 2 games is a wrap for them. I mean, you pretty much out of it. Like
Yeah.
2 games, your season is
done.
over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, who were the first 2 games?
Florida State lost their first 2. They lost to Georgia Tech and Boston
Georgia
College.
Tech and Boston College.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And they're both conference games too. So that even hurts.
And
even
one was
more.
at home.
Yep.
Yep. So
College football going to be pretty exciting.
He was missing a couple of them too. The quarterback was, because he had a couple of dudes open too a couple of times. He was just missing.
he's a transfer, right?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he went to another school. He came through the portal. That quarterback from Florida State.
That's the one thing that's still a little strange to me. Like these kids, coming through the portal, playing like right away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it gets confusing. I'm like, yo, wasn't he just at Mississippi State last year? Now, that is still a little strange to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't that's kind of like kind of stifle your preparedness? Like, how do you build a team? It's not even about building a team. It's just highlighting individual talent at that point. Because if people moving around, how do you build an actual team with chemistry and we can support each other? Like, I don't.
You got to hope they spend a lot of time together in the summer.
Yeah, that's why Nick Saban said, "Oh, I'm out of here now."
Yep.
He started writing on the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Right. You're right.
They talked about. I saw a thing where they talked about adding a 5th year eligibility up now too.
Mm-hmm. And the playoff is expanded to what? 8 teams or 12?
12. I think
12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
That should be cool though. Yeah. But yeah, they're talking about adding a 5th year now.
All I think that does is another year for these kids to make money.
Yeah.
To move around and make more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's got to be a better way where they can make money and you can kind of create a system of structure.
Yeah, and then stay where you are. And I get sometimes you need to transfer, but these kids moving just for the money.
Yep. It's unfortunate too because it's for the money, but you could be there for the education. But if you're making money and you playing ball, you ain't there for the education.
You ain't for the education anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. And then, football is only going to last for so long. And then what?
Right.
Yeah. And I was having a conversation this week, not to cut you off, Hawk, but like the Big Ten has expanded so much now that you're going to have East Coast teams traveling west and vice versa. Like that's going to be a heavy burden too, as far as when you think about academics. Like the academics is definitely secondary.
Oh yeah. You got the ACC and Big Ten are like really national conferences now.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. It's just crazy.
But SEC and the Big Ten are the 2 biggest conferences, right?
SEC and the Big Ten are the 2 biggest, but I think actually all 3 of them have teams on both coasts now. SEC, Big Ten, and the ACC. So they're all traveling, from coast to coast for games, and that's not what it's about. Especially with football, a lot of people are traveling. A lot of people missing class, schoolwork, and at least front like they doing some schoolwork.
So who's the best college player right now out the gate?
Well, let's say it's Shador.
Shador looked good, man. He did.
Oh God, yeah. I always felt like he was a pro player.
No, I'm bugging.
Travis looked good too.
Travis Hunter.
That's what I was gonna say.
Travis Hunter looks really good too.
The Otani of college football.
Yeah, he does it all. He does it all.
I like to correct that. He's the Travis Hunter of college football.
That's true. He's a Travis Hunter, but he's playing both sides. I agree with you, Hawk. Thank you for correcting me. No doubt.
He ain't. But I kind of agree with dude. What was that dude from Detroit or whoever that said that ain't happening in the pros? I mean, I could see him doing a couple of plays or whatever specialty, but I don't see him being on every down on both sides. Not in the NFL.
No.
No, not the pros. But I can see him playing both ways, a la Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
More dominant on the offensive side of the ball, but you can put him on defense.
Yeah. Like specialty plays or certain ones, might put them in the slot every once in a while, depending matchups here and there. On down, certain down, sub out, sub in, or whatever. Who knows? Like how they do with the quarterback with those extra plays and all that. I can see that, but I don't see it every down. Nah.
And if it so happens he's able to do it, then I don't know if he's gonna have a long career trying to do that.
Exactly. That's exactly, Coach. That's the main thing right there. Like, because if somebody's paying you millions and millions of dollars, are they going to take the chance of having you get hurt? You're already taking the chance on offense. Now I'm going to take a chance of doing what you on defense as well. Like, Jesus, the percentage goes way, way through the roof.
Yep. I agree. I think even playing them both ways in college football, like the way they use them, like all 100. How many plays did he?
120.
120.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wear and tear on the body. Come on, man. Or can you make it to the end of the season?
The sad thing is they need him to play more plays.
Right.
Yeah.
They're bad on defense. What was the final score of that game?
24-20, was it?
I thought it was 31-27. I thought
31-27. I knew it was 4-point game.
Yeah.
Prime's other son.
Oh, Shiloh.
Got a dumb penalty.
Yeah. Shiloh don't look that good out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that good. Like he misses a lot of. He don't look that good. He can run somebody down, but this doesn't look that good. Shador is definitely the one that has the pro career coming. Shiloh might get a look though. But I see his future in Canada.
Hey, flag football coming up in the Olympics.
That's true. That's true. They talking about pros playing in that too.
Absolutely, I'm telling you, this flag football is the future.
I heard that, but they were saying like with training camp aligning so close to the Olympics, people were saying they don't know. Maybe like if Pat wanted to do it, or maybe some quarterbacks with some real sway, but a lot of those players, they're not getting out of those mandatory camps and stuff to go.
Yeah, you can't. I don't even
LA.
think you can even justify an injury in flag football right before the NFL season. I mean, I was a little upset with that 3-on-3 basketball when I saw Jimmy Fredette and a bunch of
that was terrible.
like barbershop dudes playing with Jimmy Fredette. I was like, what is going on?
That was
the
worst
crazy
display of basketball I've ever seen.
That was terrible.
It was so awful. I was like, hey, we could have went out there and scored 4.
Yes.
That was terrible, man.
Yeah, that was awful.
Terrible.
I would have taken three dudes from Branch Brook and gone out there and done better.
Man.
Or they could have took 3 of the dudes that didn't make the team or didn't do whatever and put them out.
How about take Halliburton, Tatum, and one more and had them play? They weren't playing in the 5-on-5. Yeah, had them play over there on the 3-on-3.
Or take some of the big 3, man. the top big 3 players and let
take
them
the big
go.
3. Yeah,
they used to playing, and they former NBA players, and they used to playing 3-on-3. Let them go.
In fact, it should be automatic that the big 3 champion plays in the Olympics 3-on-3.
Well, Ice Cube asked him. He said, "Yo, I want my champion to play against the USA," and they wouldn't do it though. Yeah.
I don't know what the friction is with Ice Cube with the Olympic committees, but
man, we're not here to make you rich.
To blow up your league.
Sorry, no.
Because I watched Jeff Teague at the Prudential when they came early this summer. He still got it. Jeff still got it.
Yeah.
The kid Briscoe from Jersey.
Corey Brew out there getting his. Michael Beasley. Out there doing work.
Yes.
And they would have put on a show, and they would have been competitive.
Yeah, Joe Johnson, like 50, still doing it.
ISO Joe.
That was a bad look.
Rakim 777, peace. Salute.
Yeah, that
Yep.
I think the women lost too, right? 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know, hey, Kay, I know you know this from playing a lot of ball and stuff. Like that's the basis of the game, 3-on-3.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talk about 5-on-5. We're not supposed to lose at that either. That's every playground in America right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you gonna play 3-on-3 that everybody 5 get to the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. That is like you see, yeah, that is the essence of it. It's just like, oh, all right, let's just play 3-on-3. Or you don't really most likely it's never really 2-on-2. It's like it's like
Right.
playing 1-on-1, but
Right.
3 and 4-on-4, like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 until everybody get there, and then we run until we stretch it out. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the essence of it,
Yeah, so like for us to lose that, it's like, oh damn, we've lost essentially the essence of the game,
Yeah.
knowing how to play the game. So
Yeah,
sad. That's sad to me. That is sad.
agree.
Who they
But I
had?
do remember
They
Juice
had
dead though.
they had Haley Van Lith out there, right?
Yes, yes, and she looked terrible. She looked terrible.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So football season is cracking. Kicks off.
We here.
We here. We
Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna pick. I see. I see Russell Wilson.
Hey, who's the quarterback, Kay? Who's the quarterback?
It's good old
Russ.
Mike.
Hey, yo.
captain too.
Let me let y'all know too. For the first time, I'm headed to Acrisure, to check out the Pittsburgh Steelers Dallas Cowboy game, Sunday night game on October 6th.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Got my ticket. I'm on a 50-yard line too.
Nice. That's dope. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, man, listen, I'm gonna go out here for the first time. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting me a good ticket. Me and my man, me and Walt going.
Walt, yeah.
Yep. Me and Walt going.
That's dope.
Yep, we going out there. So
West.
you already know. I'm telling you, if we take an L that day, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I don't know. I told anybody. I said, I'm telling you, man. Some of the other fellas that talk about getting tickets, they're like, yeah, man. Well, who drive? I said, I'm gonna drive out there, but I can't guarantee y'all a ride back if we lose.
Oh, that's the Cowboys. That's the Cowboy game.
Yeah.
It's in Pittsburgh, right?
It's in Pittsburgh. I was just
Yeah.
telling the West, I'm going out there.
Yeah, that's dope. We were
Sunday night
talking. We
game.
had a group of guys talk about going out there too, but I just can't. I can't do it, man. I can't get vested in them no more, man. I'm last year took everything out of me, man. It just really
Good for you, Wes. Good
it really
for
just
you.
really just broke me down, man. I'm still in the same place I was. I don't even like. I looked at preseason and I'm looking at all the news about it. I just turn it off. I don't want to hear about
You
it.
don't have to go
West,
far,
man.
Wes. You can
We
go
gotta have to
down the
check
road
on. We got to
and
check on West, man. West can't watch his Cowboys. He can't watch his Lakers.
I know.
We got to
it's
check
bad.
on you, man.
It's bad.
Listen, I'll be a Laker fan in about, I guess, 5 more years, because I think he'll retire by the time he's 50, right? Maybe 10 more years, right?
Nah, until he legitimately and unequivocally is the GOAT, he's not going to retire. He's going to keep playing. He is
He's
not
still
going
gonna
to retire.
He's still gonna be asking that question. I mean, I know he's waiting for Bryce. We all know that, right? Bryce is next.
Oh, yeah, that's the next one.
That's the next one. I thought we was talking about football. How he jumped back
Kay
in?
brought up the Lakers, so I just have to respond to his Lakers comment. So I always take the bait and Satan. I always take the bait. It's real easy for me.
This motherfucker's here for LeBron. I can't wait to retire.
I just said that I would be. Hey, listen,
Steelers.
I'm a diehard Laker fan. I've been a Laker fan since 1979. When Magic came to the Lakers, that's when I became a Laker fan, right? And so that's my team. That's always been my squad, and I've been violated right now. I'm going through withdrawal, but like I was the dude that took a shower in 2019 when they got the bubble chip. Because I felt dirty. I felt dirty. I didn't feel clean with that. So, but the Cowboys are something different.
LeBron is responsible for COVID. That's what.
Yeah. But the Cowboy thing, man, is just I know that's not going to change.
Nobody be saying, nobody cares about that chip. Y'all couldn't even win the bubble chip. else y'all have been
No,
saying.
everybody played the same with the same circumstances. It's still a bubble chip. You know,
Yep.
like it was up the Peachtree Jubilee. That's all like an AAU conference or tournament. That's what it was. That's an old school AAU tournament.
That was in America's darkest hour when there was nothing else on TV to watch.
Nah, they did a good job, man. I'm happy the NBA did that for us.
Come on,
They
yo.
did that for us. They gave us the entertainment.
Hey,
you know.
it was locked in. Nobody was going, no, I'm not watching this bullshit.
No, we watched it. No doubt we watched it. I'm just trying to tell you what I did as a Laker fan. I can't be honest.
Yo, can we talk about the football season though? Because that's what
Yes,
was at.
football. Yeah, the Cowboys. I'm not locked in on that either because of that Green Bay game. I don't care how you dice it up. That whole team, it was just a poor showing, and that's a reflection of coaching, organizational errors, and everything. So
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Can't get locked in, man. I can't do it.
That was embarrassing.
That was it. That was my 30th anniversary, right? 30 years from now, right? That was the last time they won. I think I've done enough in 30 years.
You could always go over to Houston. They got a good thing going over there.
Yeah, they do.
CJ, yeah. Yep, that defense is gonna be nice.
How you guys think that DeAndre Hopkins is gonna do over there this year? I'm not sure.
Who's he playing with
I
now?
don't know.
With the Texans.
Yeah,
With the Texans.
Oh, Hopkins went back to the Texans?
Yeah.
Have a fucking historic season.
He got Diggs and Hopkins?
Stephon Diggs, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn, I'm like in the neighborhood and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm thinking Diggs. I'm thinking Diggs.
Yeah, he got
Stephon
Diggs. I was
No,
like,
he
he
got
get
Diggs.
Hopkins
He got
back.
Not Hopkins. He got Diggs. I'm bugging. I'm
Yeah, he got
thinking
Diggs.
it's
I was
Diggs.
like,
I'm
wait a
thinking
second.
that's what I'm talking about. How do you think Diggs
But
gonna do over there?
who's the other receiver he got? He got another receiver.
He got Tank Dell over there. Tank
Dell
Dell and Nico Collins.
and Nico Collins.
Nico Collins.
And then they
That's
got
it.
Joe
Yeah.
Mixon at the running back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Steph is going to do phenomenal in that program. I think
I do too.
If you pay attention to fantasy, he's always going to give you some points. So I think as long as he gets targeted, he's going to catch whatever CJ throw to him.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though, Cobb. Like, do you think he's gonna blow that team up and mess the chemistry up if he ain't targeted enough? Because
okay.
think about like already Nico Collins and Tank Dell was balling last year, and now you got him stepping in there. Is he gonna blow that up?
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, that's what, because I believe that's what was happening in Buffalo.
That is what was happening in Buffalo.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know, man.
It was. I don't
Very
think
much
Josh
can
Allen is
happen.
that dude. I think CJ Stroud is that dude, and we won't have that problem. Not we, but they won't have that problem.
I think
And I
D'Amico
also
Ryans
think
is
the
gonna.
coach.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
I think D'Amico Ryans is the difference between McDermott and D'Amico Ryans is like totally
Yes.
a 180. You know?
Yeah. It's gonna be dope in Houston, bro. You might want to go ahead and make that switch.
You might.
Listen,
You might want.
I went to 4 games last year and I loved them all, and I'm already locked in to like I think probably 3 or 4 already this year. So, I'm not even like it's going down. I'm gonna be up in Texas, up in there because I want to see that.
So that's your new team?
No, they're cute.
Why not?
I can't root for them, but I can celebrate. I can celebrate CJ Stroud. Can't do it.
Once you get over a certain age, you can't switch teams, right?
No. I asked you for the application. You denied me.
Yeah. You can't be doing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, you denied
That
me.
is funny.
I was like, come on, Ken, you got 2 brother quarterbacks. I'm excited about that, even though neither one of them can play because y'all got no line. Your line is terrible.
I ain't even going front, yo. I was watching them in preseason like, this is bad.
I mean, they're killing Fields and they're killing Russell Wilson. Now, I will say Fields does have a problem with holding the ball, but Russell Wilson is like, did he cuss somebody out in training camp? Because they don't even block for him.
They don't block at all for nobody.
They don't.
I was like, man, this is terrible.
And that's almost like that's always been the Steelers' forte, like to have a line, like
Was that like Iron Curtain?
Really? Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't no steal. I don't know what that is, but
Show Mike Tomlin and staff.
Well, I
I,
mean, long as the defense, like for the last couple of years, the defense just been hanging on and holding on and keeping us in
yeah.
games. But even them, it's just like they be looking like Colorado too, man. Dudes just be running wide open, you know.
yeah,
Who's picking in the draft?
it's
Who's the GM?
tough.
Steelers.
I don't know who is the GM for the
I don't know who
Steelers.
this. I don't know who
Is
the
it a
GM is.
Rooney?
It's the dude Omar, whatever his name, Omar something.
Okay.
Omar
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, not Omar. His name is
Omar.
it's Omar something. I forgot his name.
Oh, Omar.
Omar.
That's a tough division anyway. Even if they didn't have those
It
holes, that's a tough division.
Whew.
Old boy from
Yeah, I
Cincinnati
could never
is back.
pick. Oh my God, they're gonna be. I mean, I would never. I feel like it's blasphemy to say the Steelers are gonna be in last place in that division, but that's facts. I mean, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Cleveland. Cleveland, they might have a shot.
You know
Nah, but
what?
Cleveland's defense is crazy.
They said that Cleveland and Cincinnati is not going to be good this year. That's what they saying. I mean, I don't know, but that's what they're saying.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But they were. I saw somebody talking about. They were talking about that. That Jamar Chase wasn't gonna have a good year this year, and I was like, how? Like how?
Oh, did he sign yet? Did Chase sign yet?
No.
He hasn't shown up.
No. He's a hold in. He's at practice, but with street clothes on, walking around the field, just walking around the field.
He's walking around with like Anthony Davis.
Walking laps around the field while they practicing.
I like that.
Omar Khan. What's it say?
Omar Khan, y'all. That's his name.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I knew it was Omar something.
Got it. Yeah, it should be interesting though. If we kind of look at like Hawk was telling me he got KC and Philly in the Super Bowl. That's a sexy. I guess that's a sexy popular pick. But I don't know. I don't know. I think KC gonna do it again though. I really do. I don't know who they gonna play, but I think they're gonna be in it again.
Nope. You know who they're going to play.
Texans do it.
You know who they're going to play. They're going to play the 49ers and we get our revenge. That's what's going to happen.
If they don't go to the Super Bowl, it'll be the Texans.
That might be true.
Yeah,
I think that's
a possibility.
I think that's who the Texans lose to in the AFC Championship. Kansas City. That's their next step. Yep. Then they get him. I think CJ Stroud is that dude, and he learns from that and comes back and gets Mahomes after that. But they're gonna be playing against each other for a minute, I think.
And I think the NFC is definitely. My pick would be 49ers or the Eagles.
I think those are the two teams that. I think Green Bay's a sleeper, but don't sleep on Detroit either.
I wouldn't sleep. I was about to say I wouldn't sleep on Detroit either, though. Green Bay's a good one though, too, though. But I wouldn't sleep on Detroit either.
Got better. I mean, I know this is me watching Hard Knocks and maybe drinking the Kool-Aid, but Chicago looks like they got.
Chicago got better, and you're right.
They
I
did
watched
get
the
better.
highlights of that dude. That dude can play. I was like, yo, Caleb Williams got some skills.
Yep.
I was like, yo, whoo-wee. Yeah, but I think those are the teams in the NFC. I mean, I think it's KC's to lose. I just don't see Baltimore beating Kansas City. I just feel like that division is.
Hey,
that conference is.
They got
is
Derrick
Mahomes.
Henry though. They do have Derrick Henry now.
They do have Derrick Henry now. Yeah.
And that
he played for the Ravens.
Be a difference maker.
He's on the Ravens now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's
then
a huge
Odell is in
difference
Miami, right? Beckham is in Miami.
Yeah, Odell in Miami.
Ooh, those three receivers, my goodness.
Wow. So let me ask you guys a question.
As long as Tua don't take a hit, you'll be all right.
That's true.
Let me ask you guys a question. Bigger pickup, Derrick Henry in Baltimore or Saquon Barkley in Philly?
I think Derrick Henry in Baltimore.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so.
Kyle, what you think?
No, I agree. I think Derrick Henry in Baltimore is a bigger pickup. I get why Saquon did what he did and got the money, but I don't know, man. Like I don't see it. I guess I have a couple of days, but I don't see that. I don't see him. He'll get his, but I don't see that making a big difference. And I think with Jason Kelce gone, they really got to figure out that offensive line and how they're gonna even maneuver that before they think about a running back.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I think that Jalen Hurts, I like him a lot as a leader, but he's a one-read quarterback. And that's why the wide receiver was Brown was moaning, or AJ Brown was moaning, because he get that one look and he don't get it. It was a sack, or he was gonna run. He's not getting through all his progressions. I hope he got better at that, because I'm rooting for him. I like Jalen Hurts, but that's the issue I see. And like you said, Kelsey's the big one, and no center means no push.
Yep.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
They killed us. I'm a Giants fan. They killed us on everything, but they definitely killed us on that tush push.
Yeah.
Well, they got the rumor.
The thing is, the Giants are in the line to get the number 1 pick. So
yeah, they said the Giants gonna get Belichick next year and sign Dak.
I can see that. Yeah, no.
I could definitely see that happening.
What?
I can see all that.
Dak.
That's what I heard.
What?
That's what I heard.
Because
They said the Cowboys ain't gonna re-sign him, and the Giants and the Raiders, and it was the Giants and the Raiders were the top 2 teams that he probably be on next year.
all right, so if he goes to the Giants with Bill Belichick, it's not going to be a good look. And I don't think Bill Belichick is the coach that everybody makes him out to be. Wait a minute.
Hey, it's newsworthy. It's newsworthy.
Yeah, I think Belichick is a good coach, but I think if the times have passed him by now, so I don't want to like give it all to Brady. I think his times have passed him by to a degree. I mean, he looked bad without Brady, no doubt.
What did he do in Cleveland? Like, what did he do before Tom
He
Brady?
didn't do anything, but he was there. He was in New England for what 15 years, and he had. So, or I don't know how long it was, maybe 20 years.
20 something.
20, yeah.
But he's a great defensive coach. I mean,
Yeah, he's a good defensive. I mean, you can't doubt that.
But the greatest of all time?
I don't think he's the greatest coach of all time. I don't think you have to. I don't think that's the criteria for being with him.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think he's one of the best coaches. I mean, he did it without Tom Brady. He did one without him. So now we're going to just say that he wasn't as good. I don't know.
If I was the Giants, if I was Mr. Mara, I would keep Shane, and I would keep depending on how the season goes, I would keep the coach, I would keep Shane. But you got some money to throw around. Give Belichick some consulting money to help with the defense. I think it would be disrespectful to make him a defensive coordinator, somebody of his stature.
Yeah.
But give him some money, let him consult, and teach him how to run that defense.
Yeah.
Because he loved the job, so he'll probably do it for free, but give him some money.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Guys, let me ask this though, and there was an argument one day I heard them talk, not an argument, but they brought it up. One of the sports guys brought it up, and it was interesting. The Patriots, think about the Patriots' reign. They play in a weak division, yo.
Yes, it was the weakest in football at the time.
Yes, the Jets were horrible. The Dolphins were horrible. The Bills were horrible. And then now all of a sudden you automatically there. So there go 8 wins on the season. You basically got a bye the first weekend. You almost you win one close game and you're in the AFC Championship every year. It's like, and in those games they were winning. They were close games even then when they were winning, when they got out of those things. So you can't take it away from them, but
they
are definitely
they weren't dominant champions.
No,
I agree with that. I think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair statement.
The only definitive Super Bowl that they really had was that Atlanta when they came back. That debacle by Atlanta. Everything else was a Vinatieri field goal or a Russell Wilson not giving it the beast mode.
Exactly.
Right.
Jake Delhomme throwing a pick.
Right.
Yep. People forgot about the carry. Donovan McNabb throwing up in the huddle. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that like 04? Yeah.
Nigga
Yeah.
T on a broken leg.
T.O. played on a broken leg, still having 9 catches.
Thrown up.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember that.
Wow.
I mean, they had great defensive
They
teams,
weren't
though.
dominant. They weren't dominant. Great defensive teams, though.
Yeah, the McCourty twins.
They had good special teams too. People sleep on that. They
Yes.
always have in the playoffs,
Yes.
postseason. They always have a special team play that's big, in the postseason, in those years too.
Right.
But I like to see Belichick redeem himself. He didn't look. It didn't look good. Hockey, you're not lying.
I
You're
think
not lying.
Tom.
He
I
didn't do
think
nothing in Cleveland. And it
I
didn't
agree
look
with
good
you.
without Brady.
I agree with you, Wes. I think Tom has passed him by.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott needs an offensive-minded coach. Like I think that Dak, like he needs an offensive-minded coach. He can't have him trying to figure it out on his own. You know what I mean? Like Bill Belichick's the head coach. He's focused on defense. When you have Tom Brady, who's like IQ, just his knowledge of the game and how to utilize players within that system, like is nobody better than that. And I just don't see Dak.
I don't think it's Dak with the coach. I think Dak just doesn't have. Dak doesn't have the.
He's just
the it factor.
He's just not talented enough. Right.
He's I think he's talented enough. I don't think that's it. I think he can play. He has the physical skills to do it.
I do too.
He don't have the mental capacity, man.
He's a regular season.
See, I think
he's a regular season quarterback.
I think he's a middle. He's a middle of the pack. He's a middle of the pack quarterback.
Yeah. It's like
I'm a Yankee fan. You know what he is? He's Aaron Judge right now. Aaron Judge put up beautiful numbers during the regular season and ain't show up in the postseason yet. So, an MVP candidate, every year, every regular season, he in the mix. Get hurt a few years. It's the same. But when that light come on, Dak just don't want to do it.
It's like with Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady and like other great quarterbacks. Like, even if they're not at the top of their game, they have an attitude. It's like a spark for everybody else to step up. And
we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done.
Not always be Tom Brady always on his game in Super Bowls.
Like, you're so like, that's perfect.
Spirit of Tom Brady, like, jokers just lock in and play above their Edelman. Like, he's
it's the ultimate confidence.
Mahomes goes into the defensive huddle and say, "Let's go, guys." Dak Prescott can't do that. He's like looking around with deers in the headlights, and if they play bad, he's like, "Oh, okay, I got to play good." Okay, so it's just not the same. And so for all those big games, and it took me a minute to just totally get here, like, because I saw some of the postseason games the Cowboys lost in the past. That people don't talk about, that he didn't play bad. Their defense was horrible. Like, their defense in one playoff game gave up 300 yards rushing. That ain't a Dak Prescott issue. But at the same time, Dak is one of them people that will put up big numbers in games that he know he can't win too. So that's his other gift.
The empty calories. He get the empty calories going.
The empty calories.
So
JX, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Because we got somebody from Instagram, JTXP, said Zeke Elliott and Dalvin Cook in the backfield this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
When Honda Accords were in style back in the first Honda Accord in '83.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, I don't care about.
Yeah, this was like 2014 Madden. That's a great backfield.
Yeah, that's a great backfield in 2014. It's not a great backfield in 24. Rico Dowdle. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's not. I think they'll win 10 or 11 games.
See, you giving up a lot of games. I think they're gonna be like 8 and 9.
Really?
I think they'll win.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they'll still win 10 or 11 games. I don't think I don't think they fell off that much.
I don't think they that bad, yo.
They'll beat us twice. They'll beat Washington twice. They might split with Philly.
They might not beat Washington twice, yo.
They might not beat Washington twice. They might not beat Washington once.
I like their quarterback. I like that.
Once.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm trying to be as keep it 100 with y'all. I just don't see they're not gonna win in the playoffs, but I just don't see the big drop off. Like we could say, I'm telling you what Dak Prescott isn't in the postseason, but the dude is like 27 and like 5 in the NFC East.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be pretty good during the season.
Yeah, they're gonna be good again.
I wouldn't argue with that. Yeah.
They got a rookie
Yeah.
left tackle. They didn't really do nothing on defense, right? What did they do on defense?
They got a new linebacker, and people don't understand that there was a linebacker that they had last year that could have probably been rookie of the year, but he got hurt in preseason.
I didn't know
Overshawn,
that.
Yeah.
Overshawn is
Yeah.
nice, like real nice.
Yep.
And then they got him this year, and they got this kid Kendricks that played on a Super Bowl team. So that's like the linebacker spot that they solidified, But then, and the two linemen that they have, Quadas is kept. The center is eons better than the center they had there for the last 3 years. This kid from K-State, he's way better than the guy they had at center before. The left tackle is going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Huh?
What about Mike McCarthy?
That's the other problem.
He's playing for. He coaching for a contract.
But I don't think it's going to be a regular season problem. It's going to be a postseason problem. That's what I'm saying.
You think Dion takes that job?
Yep.
I think Dion could fix it, and I think it's because of the accountability factor. That's just the problem with sports now. It's like these cats aren't accountable, So you just gotta. I think Dion will kind of hold some folks accountable, but he got to start with himself first. He can't be telling cats they can't come in the locker room and speak to people. He can't,
Yeah, he can't do that. Not in the pro.
Because Dion like to blow smoke. He got to be able to take smoke, and I'm not saying that that those dudes was in the right for disrespecting him. I think Dion asked a great question, like, what is it about me? I do agree with him in saying, hey, tell me what it is, and then I can move forward. But it just became more of a story than it should have been.
I'm not knowing what you're talking about.
Oh, well, there was a Colorado reporter that's been kind of riding Dion in the program and being condescending white dude being who they doing what they do best, right? So Dion just kind of had enough of it, and they banned this dude from reporting for Colorado, like coming into the locker room and so he's getting flack for it. And what he did in the press conference, I don't have a problem with, because I think he did it in a professional way. He just said, hey, what is it about me that you don't like because you keep riding the program? Tell me what it is personally, because it sounds personal. It don't sound like it's real critique. And the guy's like, no, it's not like, come on, you're not being sensitive. That type of same, the playbook that they pull out. You respond to them, and here come you're too sensitive playbook. So he got upset about it, and it became a team ban. And I think he could have just stayed on that topic with that guy and allow him to still come in the locker room, but just keeping him accountable when he gets in there. Like, if you got to answer the same question over and over again and saying, hey, what is it about me? Every time he asks a question, keep doing it, but don't ban him, because now you bring the attention to yourself and the program versus the other thing. Like, you just keep letting him do what he does and let people see it. And then you just keep asking the same question. Just be repetitive like he is. That's all. You beat him at. That's how once you take action, you kind of lose the power.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So that's what happened with Dion. But I think to answer your question, Kyle, I think he would be the answer for the Cowboys personally.
Yeah.
Because
and he would hold Jerry Jones accountable
earlier, Wes, and you said you didn't think it could.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it would be a good thing. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think Dion wants to be under Steven Jones.
Well, because
Jerry,
the son.
Entertainment and the ticket sales, like the draw, the market.
Oh, it's definitely a draw. I mean,
it's a bananas move from a business standpoint, because it's prime time, and the history with the Cowboys, like, it just, it would make so much sense that, why wouldn't they give him that type of power?
Yeah, they need to, but I think Jerry would have to. That's like, I think Dion is the only person out there that Jerry would allow to take the shine from him.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Because Jerry wants to shine. Like, he really wants to be the story, no matter what.
Is
he the only owner in professional sports
when you putting up enough money, like, Dion will help deflect the shine back to, like, Dion knows how to play the game, bro.
He does, without a doubt.
He know how to flip it and bounce it where
Yep.
I'm prime and I'm giving you
Yep.
It's just like he's a master marketer. He's a master showman. Like he's
the master.
He's the
Anybody that can say bull jive like he say bull jive and make it sound like a cuss word is the man to me.
It's crazy. It's like
Facts.
Yo, it's like, yo, bull jive. I'm like, yo, that's a strong word. I'm gonna start saying bull jive.
That's hilarious.
Hip Hop Gamer put up a clip of him and Dion together, and he was talking about spitting bars. So Dion was like, "Yeah, I got some," and he spit something that was like, "Yo, that shit's hot." And I'm talking about this is like recent. This is not like when he was playing in 20-something years old. He spit some fire. I was like, "Damn, this nigga Dion got like he can touch down with anybody in any space."
Yeah, he can.
In that moment,
What it wasn't must be the money, Dion.
Nah, it was more like Dougie Fresh, like the way he spit it. It was like it wasn't corny, Dion. It wasn't shtick. It was like, nah, I got bars. What? Ooh, somebody want to rap?
Yeah.
Like, I was impressed as an MC. Like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah. I say all that to say Dion knows how to touch down with everybody in a particular moment.
He's very effective. He's a great communicator, man.
Oh
yeah, he is. He is. He definitely is, man.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's a leader of men, though.
Yeah, he sure is. Him and your guy, man, Kay. I still
Coach Tomlin.
Like
Mike Tomlin is a leader of men, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
he definitely
is.
Is Mike McCarthy a leader of men, gentlemen? Hey, man. Hoping for the best this year. That's all I can say. Hoping for the best.
I think, but I really feel like, man, you got to feel sorry for Cowboy fans now. 30 years is long enough. We took our pennants. I mean, come on, man. I'm great.
I'm still applying pressure.
We're pathetic. It's pathetic now. It's reached that point.
We're fan, right?
Yeah. So Yeah.
I got to step away for a second.
I know he's a Giant fan. I heard him say, Kyle was like, I'm a Giant fan. I was like, yeah, I used to love when I lived in Jersey. I used to love going to the Cowboy Giant game. It'd be like a home game for the Cowboys, but it ain't like that anymore.
Wow.
It's like that a lot of places, though. There's a lot of Cowboys fans, man. Like all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, what's his name? Mike LaFleur. I think he's had the last laugh, if you really think about it, because with everything that they did. Now, is it Michael, the coach of Green Bay?
That's LaFleur, yeah.
Yo, LaFleur.
Man, you just sit back and think with all the turmoil he had with
Aaron Rodgers.
With Rodgers, yep, and people not believing in Jordan Love as far as putting all his chips to the middle of the table. And man, that not just the win against the Cowboys, not the twisted night. It's not just that. It's that they could have beat the what was it, the Lions?
49ers.
Or the 49ers.
Yeah. 49ers, yeah.
They could have won that game. I think Mike LaFleur has really shown people last postseason that he knows what he's doing.
Well, they got a squad. They got a nice young team,
too, man. They got a nice team. Like they were talking about Green Bay traded for CeeDee Lamb before he got traded. I was like, man, if the Green Bay gets CeeDee Lamb with those receivers they had, it'd be scary.
Oh, that would have been something. That would have been something.
Yep. I was like, man, don't do that. Yeah, that would have been something, because I it's certain Cowboys I like to see win. CeeDee's one of the few Cowboys that I really do like. Like I see him like playing on the teams that like with Aikman and Irvin, like he got dog in him,
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that he playing with a puppy.
Watch Carlo play for Green Bay now too. Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
That was
Either running back for Green Bay now.
That's a good pickup too. So yeah, Green Bay is
You saw what he said? He said that the Kansas City was recruiting him and they wanted him bad, and he was like, nah, I want to beat them.
Wow.
I respect that.
That's the attitude you're supposed to have.
Yeah, and he was like, nah, I'm not joining them. I want to beat them.
That's old school. That's old school.
Josh
Jacobs. He played for Green Bay now. But Kansas City, the Chiefs was going to pick him up. And he was like, nah,
Yeah, but he went to Green Bay. It's not like
Yeah, but he went to Green Bay. He said, "I want to beat the 40. I want to beat the Chiefs. I don't want to play with them."
I mean, how you know you're gonna play against them?
Hey.
But that's the confidence he has.
Yeah.
Super Bowl? I don't know. Maybe he's predicting the Super Bowl.
Well, he's
Speaking of that,
predicting
I gotta jump off, guys. I gotta jump off,
against
guys.
him.
All
I
right,
got
King.
I got
Good
my
seeing you,
I got
man.
my
too.
I got my draft going on right now at 8:30.
Okay.
Mine's at 9:30. I already know.
Yeah, my
All right.
draft at 8:30, and I gotta go play some ball. So I'm trying to I gotta multitask that.
It was good seeing you, Ken.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll see you
actually, I
guys.
got to drop off too.
Yep.
I got
Yeah.
another call.
All right,
well,
y'all.
All
It
right.
is what it is.
Later.
Peace.
All right, fellas.
All right, 49ers all the way.
Yep. All right.
Peace.
Nice seeing you, Kai.
Good seeing you too, bro.
Are we all off?
Yeah, I think we all hopping off.
Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Peace to guys. Everybody have a great week. We see you next week.
Yep.
Oh,
Great
Yes,
show.
sir.
hopefully we can get the HBCU rep on the show. Hopefully, possibly, Kai.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna shoot some emails and let's get that done for next Tuesday for sure.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We trying to.
That's a good look, man. That's a good look.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. All
Good night.
right. Good night.